Let's move and talk about how we see an AI first organization. At Ansira, we define an AI first organization as a business that treats AI not as a supporting tool or isolated capability, but as a core operating principle that shapes strategy, product, decision making, and competitive positioning. An AI first organization tends to have a few structural characteristics in common. In our case, will be AI native strategy, embedded decision intelligence, the redesign of workflows, data as an strategic asset, organizational design changes, and explicit support from leadership. And it's good to have this because this helps us to understand where is our destination. With this, the next question is how do we assess where the organization is actually today? And this is one of the things that we struggled at the beginning because there was not common language to talk about AI maturity. And without that common language, every conversation became subjective. So we borrowed this framework that has basically 5 levels from level 1, which is AI curious, to level 5, AI native. And the key move on this is to apply this assessment per function in your organization, not necessarily as a company as a whole. And the strategic value of doing this is that you are not choosing a universal target. In reality, what you are doing is defining the gap between where you believe you operate and where you actually operate. So, for example, you might want to take a functional part of your organization, like operation, and determine that they currently operate at level 2, and the desired next level, or the one level that you want to reach, is going to be level 4. Whereas in other area of your organization that might be operating at a level 1, and you might choose to reach a different level, a level 3, and that's perfectly fine, right? Now, before we talk about James.
I was just going to say it would be helpful too if you hop in the chat. I would love to do a poll. Poll is impossible in this, but if you hop in the chat, let us know where you think you are, whether your organization, could be your team, could be you personally, where you think you fall in the maturity level. There's no shame in this whatsoever, but I think it'll help normalize, how we do these in the future. Sorry, George. Thanks.
Oh, no worries. All right. So thank you. Before we talk about how to move, it helps to have a short picture of what we are looking at. And there are usually 9 dimensions identified when you're talking about an AI transformation. At the beginning, like many people, we were just focusing on a few of them, probably 3 or 4. But when you look at the AI transformation, you need to take in consideration all these dimensions. And what I would like to do is invite you to take note of the 2 or 3 that you probably have been ignoring. Even better, if you can share it in the chat, that would be great. But this is exactly where the maturity conversation starts and becomes useful. Now, the next thing that you should expect friction. Because in traditional and linear organization, this is going to create barriers that are going to prevent the organization from leveraging AI efficiently. And those barriers are the information friction, the decision bottlenecks, and the functional boundaries. The reason for that is because when AI meets hierarchy, it rewrites how decisions get made, who makes those decisions, and how fast the organization can learn and evolve. All of this is going to collide with the current company culture, the roles that you have in place, and the obvious resistance to change. What is important to highlight here is that AI only wins this battle when organizations are willing to rethink how they operate. Therefore, leadership support is key.